I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. And please hit the bell. I appreciate that too. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right, look, let me get this clear. Let me clear this up with y'all now. What I mean about me um, drinking when I was young, not when I was young, I was up in my 20s and 30s back then when I was drinking. But what I'm saying here, I moved out the projects when I was 14 years old. That's what I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to get this cleared up now. I was drinking when I was in my 20s all the way up to my, you know, 30s. Get that straight now. Up to my 20s and 30s. Okay? Now, I moved out the projects when I was 14 years old. 14 years old. So, I want y'all to clear that up. I was young, 14 years old when I was living in projects. I never drunk when I was 14 now. Never drunk. When I was 14, I was still a kid. Still a kid now. So I had to clear this up with y'all. The difference. I never drunk when I was 14 years old. I moved out the projects when I was 14 years old. 14. And when I was drinking, I was in my 20s up to my 30s. That's it. I just want y'all to get this now. I don't want y'all to get mixed up on this. Okay? So, this is all I wanted to say to y'all. Just a little bit. Because I see I did not clear that up right on my first video. So, I'm clearing it up to y'all now. I was 14 when I moved out the projects. 14 years old. I was in high school when I moved out the projects. I was 14 years old. And I didn't start drinking until I was in my 20s and 30s. That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to clear this up with y'all now. Don't want y'all to get this all mixed up and saying on there, yeah, you stayed in the projects. I know you was in the ghetto and all that bunch of crap y'all be saying. Come on now, get it straight, get it right. I ain't the only one lived in the projects now. It's a lot of people on YouTube live in the projects. Then came from the jets. I ain't the only one. And people that lived in houses lived around by the projects. Okay, so if you want to put it like this, you lived in the projects too. You just lived in the houses around there by the projects, but you lived in the projects too. Okay? Now, it's rich people then came from the projects and became rich. Okay? People make it. When they come from the projects, they get up there and they get high. They make it. They make it in life. So it's not a bad thing because you lived in the projects. It's people that's rich then came from the projects and they talk about it themselves on the TV. They tell you where they came from. Well, I used to live in the projects. There's no shame in their game about calling out where they used to live at. That's why it's no shame in my game. I don't mind telling people where I came from. I'm not, what, embarrassed about where I used to live when I was young. Look, I had respect. Okay? My family, we was raised up to respect our elderlies and everybody else. Now, just because you come from the projects don't mean that you don't have no respect. You have more respect for people that live in houses. That's what y'all got to think about. It's people that live in houses don't even have no respect. It's people that come from the projects got more respect from people that live in houses. They live in apartment buildings and live in houses. Yeah. So I don't know how y'all can try to put down the projects because the projects got more class than the people that live in regular houses. People that come from the projects got more class than the people that live in regular houses. Because you know how? Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how you know. Because you can hear certain people that talk on YouTube. that's straight ghetto than a person that come from the projects. Yes. Yes. So the difference, how you know that? Because people that being raised up in the projects have been taught to respect people. We have been taught to how to respect our elders and other people. We've been taught that. That's the way our parents raised us. Now, people that live in houses, they have not been taught to respect their elders because they're very ignorant than people that come from the projects. We know how to protect the people around us. People that lived in the projects, they know how to protect people around each other. We look out for each other. We make sure everybody is safe in our area. They lived in the projects. Now, people that live in apartments and houses, no, they don't look out for their children's like people do in the projects. They have each other backs. They make sure everybody is safe. That's what we do. That's what we used to do back in the days. We make sure everybody is safe. You never hear nothing about kids getting kidnapped in the projects. No, you never hear about that. You never heard none of that. About not one child got kidnapped in the projects. Because you know why? Because we always watched out for our children in the projects. It's just the people that's in houses and live in apartment buildings, they don't look out for their children. And you always hearing somebody getting kidnapped. Their children, yes. So y'all can't sit there and try to put down the people that come from the projects because they got more class than the people that live in regular houses and apartment buildings. That's what y'all got to think about. Yes. More class. We know how to treat people. We don't call each other bees and all that stuff. No. Them only the people that lives in regular houses and apartment buildings. They call each other bees and hoes and all that stuff. Because our parents taught us how to respect each other that lives in the projects. They taught us how to respect each other and how to look out for each other. That's what they taught us. Yeah. So that's the difference about living in the projects. Y'all think about that. Before y'all try to put the project people down. We got more class than y'all do. Think about that. So yeah, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost, the angels, and the ancestors. And I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.